Great. I think you touched upon a very important topic on like being the first one in the team, or at least the first set of data scientists in the team. I think both on Uber's platform team and in Uber Eats, you were one of the pioneers or one of the first data scientists. Um, and I think it's very important to understand what's the maturity of the problem that you're trying to solve. So if you're first on the team, and probably that's the bit that we want to touch base upon more, is how do you grow or how do you do more foundational work at the start, and then how do you build on moving to more mature things in the future?
Yeah, I think that's probably the my favorite part about data science, about how you move on from one phase to the other in a team. And there's a very nice article that one of the managers at Uber had written. I can share that with you later, or so that you can share it with everybody.
Yeah.
Uh, but the idea is that when you join a team or a project, right, and when you're trying to solve a problem, so the first team that I was working on at Uber was with respect to customer support platform. So how are agents solving issues that Uber's customers raise? The first question that my product manager and engineering manager asked me were like, how do we measure what we are doing? So unless you can effectively measure your impact on customers or customer experience, doing any sort of projects, be it like UI improvements, design changes, model-based improvements, or new product features, is going to be kind of moot, because you're not going to be able to measure whether you did the right thing or the wrong thing. So the first thing that I believe should happen in any team is we got to figure out what are the big metrics that you want to measure as part of your product or as part of your project. After that, the data collection pieces come into being, dashboards come into being, where you're actively tracking these metrics over time. Then you move on to experimentation, figuring out how to run smaller scale experiments. Does the statistical validity still hold? And at the same time, then you can start exploring machine learning and heuristic based stuff. I have a personal bias towards always starting with heuristic based stuff, so that you can prove out whether a particular idea works or not before moving to machine learning. But I know that there are differences in opinions with other data scientists, and as long as you have a good measurement framework and a good experimentation framework, you'll be able to figure out what to do.
Yeah, I think the first part of it was bang on in terms of like how do you measure stuff and what do you measure. For folks who are interested more, there's a great book which is named The Data Detective, and one of the top quotes is that what gets measured gets optimized. So whatever you measure, or and the data scientist or the analyst of the team is usually responsible to guide the entire team on what should be the success metrics or the primary metrics, or the guardrail metrics, and what do you measure, and that's what the business would actually optimize for. So yeah, definitely. And then how do you move from there to build on MIS and dashboard and reporting for tracking, and then I